is so freaking annoying. So we were already live and we were already doing it, but I don't know what happened, girl. I really don't know. But that's really freaking annoying. Okay, but we're back now. We're back now. We're back now. We're back now. Yeah, we're back. I don't know what is going on. The internet today has been so crazy, you guys. But we are back. I really don't know what happened with the internet. You're such a unique person. Thank you. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think um, you know, it is so crazy that like it is so crazy that we're here. You know what I mean? Like I just don't well I will never understand how it's been 10 years and how quickly, you know, it has been. Like I don't know. It's so crazy. It really is. It's so crazy. Um thank you so much. Okay, so I think 10 years your honesty bring me my life joy. Thank you so much. Should we just watch like an old video really quickly? Like I have a grocery haul. Huge vegetarian haul. That's so cringe. Yeah, so none of my comments are going through, but just wanted to give you so much gratitude for finding you on YouTube. We're also lucky that you spend time and energy with us. Your comments are here, honey. I did want to, first start this video with, saying 10 years is a freaking decade. I mean, a decade I have been on YouTube, and I've learned a lot of things. Also, if you guys have any questions, comment below. I'll answer it while we watch old videos and while we talk about things and things like that. So, you know, you look. I have a filter on, so just wanted to be transparent with that. But yeah, 10 years, a decade on YouTube. It has been incredibly rewarding because I have been able to document a lot of things. I documented the first time I went to Universal Studios. I documented, just a lot of things with my husband, grocery hauls, like old apartments, just so many things, so yeah, it's crazy. Hang on. If you, like I said, if you guys want to ask me questions, feel free. Um, I want to just, because this is really also about you guys. I don't know how long you've been, following me or watching my videos, but in the beginning, no one was really watching me. I feel like, how do you feel about your evolution? That's such a great question. Thank you, Juicy Juicy. Um, in the beginning, as I'm seeing some of my videos, I mean, there are a lot of like just all over the place, like trying Burger King mac and cheese, then how to make your dreams come true, or American trying Colombian snacks, or reacting to Britney Spears, or moving to Los Angeles tips. I mean, then a lot of story times, so there was a lot of like this in the beginning. I didn't really know where I fit in. And I was watching a lot of like Trisha Paytas, Joy Graceffa, and they would do like a lot of like vlogs and a lot of like travel and trying things, but I didn't have any money to try anything. So I have been kind of like doing what I do, and because back then it structure, I guess, didn't really matter for algorithm. I was just doing a bunch of different things, you know what I mean? So I was like, story times, vlogs, food, and that I'll tell you, I love celebrity culture, but if I could, I would have a vlogging channel. I just think it's so fun to go on adventures and do things. I one thing that I do notice from my videos is this was 3 years after my brother died. And I could tell from my eyes that I was so kind of like uh, a little gone. Do you know what I mean? Like my voice was very different. It feels like I didn't have really like a pep in my step, if you will. And it's so funny because like my YouTube channel was a full on family affair. My mom bought me my first camera. Shout out to my mom. She bought me my first camera. My husband would edit my pictures or my videos for me because I didn't know anything about editing. So my husband worked graveyard in this hotel, this creepy ass haunted hotel. And he would edit my videos all night long. So it was definitely like a family affair. You're way too fun to stay in the closet. You know, it's so funny you mention it because sometimes I feel like if I didn't have the anxiety that I have and the depression that I have, I feel like I would be doing so much more. And you know, today I took a very big step into my mental health healing, and I spoke to a psychiatrist, and you know, I'll just be very honest with you. I am going to document this anyways, but I am going to be doing an anti-anxiety med. I know a lot of people have different thoughts about it, but I have been very, very down for so many years with anxiety that is, you know, definitely like getting so bad that I sometimes don't even want to leave the house except for work. So today is a big day. I took a big step, you know what I mean? And hopefully that will help me also improve in my content and get out of the house and try different things. And you know, I'm going to document it all, you know, because I just feel like if I could help, you know, why not? You know what I mean? I take medication, don't be scared. Thank you so much. That's really also why I want to document it, because there's so many people who share what I have, and I'm excited to take you guys along. So it's a good thing. I'm very excited. But looking back at the 10 years on YouTube, you know, I think I started doing tea. I started doing gossip tea. I think about. Um, I find it surprising you deal with depression and anxiety, but of course I believe you. Yeah, it's so funny because like when I do my videos, it's sort of a form of escapism. And so I have a lot of fun on my videos and I laugh and I do crazy things. But yeah, I since my aunt died, that has been very like life changing. So yeah, you know, I'm just looking forward to kind of like getting out of my shell. Um, and so yeah, so um, I one thing I've noticed about my 10 years on YouTube is I've always been very honest. I have had story times, very private things of, you know, intimate private details. I've done you know, I've done a lot of things uh on here, and I've never been shy. You know what I mean? I've never been shy about expressing too much, and I've gotten into a little bit of trouble with that. I've had people from my past reach out like, I can't believe you shared that. I've had my husband also tell me like, oh my God. I've had my mom tell me like, are you crazy? How are you saying these things? But I think it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not just be honest? There's, listen, as long as you're not hurting anybody, just be honest and be yourself, right? Like, who cares? So I think it's kind of funny to see a lot of these things, a lot of these story times. But you know what? Why don't we watch something together? Do you guys want to watch a little something from 10 freaking years ago? Now there are some videos that I freaking cannot show you because I put music in the background for some odd fucking reason. But here is, okay, so this is kind of funny, and I'll give you a little bit of the behind the scenes of it. So my husband and I, we didn't have a lot of money, obviously. I want to see your most cringe. I'm about to show you one of my biggest cringe. So I always saw Trisha Paytas, and I saw a lot of these YouTubers do grocery hauls. And our our groceries would always be from the 99-cent store because we never really had money. And I remember when my husband got his first paycheck ever from his new job that he had, and we had maybe like $100 extra. He's like, "What do you want to do with this?" And I said, I really would love to do a grocery haul. And it's so funny because we didn't have money. Like we literally had no money. So I'm I am excited because I'm buying things for the first time in an actual grocery store, but I didn't say that in this video, of course, right? But I'm just giving you the backstory. So yeah, so here is I titled it my huge vegetarian vegan whatchamacallit haul, okay? And then I would have like this song, when I grow up, I want to be famous, I want to be a star, I want to be in movies, as my intro. Okay, so look at this. So I have a lot of new fun vegetarian things. Like I said, I'm new to the vegetarian life, so if I bought something that is not vegetarian, please forgive me, and please leave comments about what I could buy next time when I do grocery shopping. So let's start. So the first thing I bought... Wait. Let me just tell you how excited, I don't think I expressed this enough, how excited I was to have groceries. Like, you don't even know. Like, I was so excited to have groceries from a grocery store than just a 99-cent store. And here, Mateo, this is Mateo somewhere here, and Mateo's right here. So it's a full circle moment. But anyways, okay, so here is, and I was trying to be vegetarian and I was trying to be vegan. I didn't, but here it is. Is this baby spring mix lettuce for salads. The second thing I bought was hummus, because I love hummus so much. Still do. So good to dip carrots in, celery, crackers, fingers. The next thing I bought was these meatless crispy tenders from Garden. Well, I'm really excited because I've never tried them before. And I bought this meatless meatballs. Those are good. And it's meat-free. So let's try. I'm so excited to try them. The next thing I bought was these Silk dairy-free yogurts, which are to die for. I've never had them. And they are so freaking good. And I love to have them for breakfast. Oh, I did have them. So these yogurts, one of my coworkers at the time, she gave me one. So that's why I said I had them. The thing is, I didn't want to act like this is our first big time at a grocery store here in Los Angeles, because I was trying to kind of be like the other YouTubers. Do you know what I mean? But in my own way, if that makes sense. Flavor and the blueberry flavor. Because I'm not racist. This is for my husband, because he's a meat eater, so go leave hate comments on his Facebook. I bought baby carrots to dip my hummus in, because I love hummus. I bought some celery sticks so I can have a snack on the go. This is my husband. Oh. Mushrooms. Ew! Give this video a thumbs up if you hate mushrooms and if you love them. So that's one that I wanted to show. It's like a 22-minute video. I'm going to unprivate a lot of these videos. Maybe, I don't know. But I know I have one here with my husband, but okay, here is me trying Burger King. Oh no, hang on. What happened to that video? Okay. Um so I want to also give you guys a little like inside thing. Um I I was very like in I really wanted to be a vlogger. I really wanted to do the vlogging trends. I really wanted to do all of that. Yeah, I didn't have any facial hair because I didn't have so much of a double chin like I do now. As soon as I get out of the double chin, I'm gonna get rid of it. I also vlogged my birthday, my husband. So this was actually a very big deal. You guys have to understand when we moved to Los Angeles, my husband and I, we had no money, and we came straight to work, and we lived in a hostel for 8 months. We lived in a hostel with drug addicts and homeless, and it was very scary. There was rats in the kitchen and in the ceiling, and so we didn't have anything basically. So for my birthday. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everyone say thank you to honey. Um, so this was for my birthday and in 2016, and my husband, I don't know how, surprised me with tickets to Universal Studios. And it was our first time ever going to Universal Studios. So this is a very special vlog, and actually one of my best friends, she flew in from Indiana to see me. Shout out to Adi. So Hollywood. So look at this. Universal Studios in Hollywood. Universal Studios in Hollywood. So it was my birthday recently, and so today I'm actually going to talk about my experience at Universal Studios in Hollywood, California. I was actually surprised that I was going. I did not know that I was going until the day of. It was for one of my birthday presents from my amazing husband. We never been to Universal together, so it was a really nice treat. Hello, we're going to Universal today. Oh. This is my best friend, Adi. And that is my husband. Hello. And that's the sun. And this is your star. Well, this isn't a broom, but it'll do. Vamos atrás. Oh, pues ahí cabemos. It was a really nice treat. Today I'm actually gonna. Why did? Okay. We have officially gotten in, and this means a lot because we've always wanted to come here. Did you see what I said? Thanks to my amazing husband and my best friend, and most importantly, God. Let's go have fun, honey. This was very special because we never experienced this in like the first 2 years that we lived here. So this is like a 20-minute video vlog where we go all over the park and we... Every studio tour is a little bit different. It doesn't have the same features that make it amazing. But again, since we're a real life studio, we're always taking... So I vlogged all of that. That's one of the things I love about this YouTube is that I have these memories that I could always have with me. Oh, for example, I don't know what was the best part of that day. Honestly, the best part of that day was just being able to go. I mean, and that my husband did the most, I think he must have had to work like extra, like I don't know how long, for us to go there. So, you know, it is so it's such a beautiful thing to see that. You are proof that anyone can make their dreams come true. Your hope and faith and perseverance is what attracts me to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, 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 really do. Thank you. Um, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, 10 years um on a platform, and then, you know, TikTok I joined just like 3 years ago, Instagram of course like, you know, a very long time ago. But yeah, it's so funny to hear my voice. Oh, thank you so much, Angie. I really appreciate that. That is so incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Everyone, please, please say thank you to Angie. Thank you so much for celebrating me. I can't like it. Why doesn't it let me like it? Thank you so much. Everyone, please say thank you. Oh, wait, Angeline, not Angie girl. Hang on. Oh, Angie Lindstrand. Oh, maybe it is Angie. Thank you, Angie girl. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, it is crazy to hear me. Okay, thank you everyone for thanking Angie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have another one here. I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I have no idea. I just literally came back from the most basic grocery shopping I think I've ever done in my whole entire life. So let's get started. Here is your guide to basicness. So the first thing that I got was these pumpkin waffles from Trader Joe's. Okay, so this is so cringe to me because I had a friend, which I'm not going to name any names, but she was very like, oh my God. And she was like, you know, she was just your typical like girl from the movies. Do you know what I mean? Like she was like blonde and rich and just she was just everything. And she and I somehow became friends. But we were very different. Obviously, she was like an actress, and she was like, whatever. And I was struggling, and I remember that this was my first time going to Trader Joe's. And I hung out with her so much that I started like talking like her a little bit. And, I think that's what I'm doing here. And I'm pretty sure this was my first time at Trader Joe's. And what I remember is just being so happy to be able to buy things. And then it was so weird to not act like the thing is back then in YouTube, the big YouTubers, they had a lot of money. So it was very common, to do these things. For me, it wasn't common. And I remember in earlier videos, like talking about like struggling and stuff. And the few people that were watching didn't really like that. And then I noticed that in the videos where I was like more like, oh yeah, LA vibes, whatever, people would like that. So people didn't really like the gratitude and humble and human vibes back then as they appreciate that now. So yeah, just every basic bitch needs this for breakfast. This is so cringe. Then I got me a pineapple, because you need pineapple. I use this in smoothies in the morning, so yay for pineapples. Then I got... Oh my God. Did you hear that? Then, that's how she used to say, then. This is so embarrassing. I am so embarrassed because I was trying so hard to be like this. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. 100% whole wheat bread for my sandwiches, girl. Then I got me this, mom. You see, I always did the tongue thing. 10 years ago, I'm still, okay. Chia, blackberry hibiscus, chia vitality beverage. Chia, for those who think young. If you know where that's from, comment below, please. All right, guys. Next thing I got was Obvi. My OJ for the morning. I cannot deal with me. This is so embarrassing. Why am I talking like that? So embarrassing. I have a makeup routine here. Oh, hang on. Let me read some comments. The lip smack needs to be copyrighted. You know, it's so funny because people think that I copied it from someone else, and I'm like, honey, I have been doing that, okay? I have literally been doing that. Oh boy. Okay, so I'll tell you. So I had to change the way that I was filming because the camera that my mom bought me, I burned it. I freaking burned it, and I didn't know how else to to film. So I had this phone, but the phone that I had didn't even have. Okay, look at this. I don't know. This is called Happy Thanksgiving. Is issues took him like you and me. Why can't okay. Oh, I look crazy. So happy Thanksgiving. I just wanted to say how grateful and thankful I am for you guys. And I would like to share a little story with you. So today, so about a month ago, I decided to do a donation drive for a wonderful shelter here in Los Angeles called, oh, I'm going to just not say the name, but it's a wonderful organization for women and children. So a lot of my wonderful friends and coworkers donated a lot of wonderful stuff like clothes, food, feminine products, toilet paper, etc. So yesterday I called the organization and they said they were no longer taking any donations, which it broke my heart because, you know, I mean, it's not about me. I wanted for these people to have the things, but I was like, okay, they're not accepting donations, so what to do? And here in Los Angeles, there's a lot of homeless people. So my husband and I decided to drive around Los Angeles and, you know, distribute the wonderful donations that were given. So as we did, you guys, it was an experience I will always have with me. The gratitude that lives in the streets, the amount of loneliness that there is, the amount of stories that are just waiting to be told. There are so many people on the streets that, yes, maybe drugs took them there, mental issues took them there, abuse. They were a bad, you know, they made a bad decision, or it was just bad luck that brought them to the streets. So yeah, that was my first ever donation uh, or thing, but it wasn't with anyone in YouTube because I didn't have followers that like I didn't have I really like I was doing videos for like 5 people. Like you have to understand like my videos, the max that they would get, it's like 400 views, you know, things like that. So I mean, of course I was very grateful, but you know, I you know, I didn't, I couldn't count on anybody to send me things. So that year I did, oh my God, we collected so many things and we drove around Los Angeles when we first got our first car. And that was one of the first things we did. So yeah, that's one of them. And the reason I didn't mention the organization is because like, I think they were like scammy. They got mad because they that I wasn't donating money. I was donating supplies. So at the end they were like, "I'm sorry, we can't take any of this." And I was just like, "Bitch." So so yeah, that is a good one. I have so many. So this one is called "My Sugar Daddy Wanted Me to Transition Story Time." I've said this story time to you guys. This is my first viral video ever, and this got 34,000 views. Okay, 34,000 views. Hi guys. Now the reason I had to film like this, I don't really remember why I was doing it. But yeah, this was like my first major story time, and I got 34,000 views from it. This was my first viral video. Hi guys. So today, as you probably saw in the title, I'm going to be talking about something kind of crazy. Before that, I wanted to welcome you back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the love and all the wonderful comments. I am really, really excited to, get to know all of you. And if you're new, thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe. So this happened about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and I was vacationing in an island where my family lives. And, I went all in this story time. Like, looks at me and he's like, "You have something in your eye," and I was like, "What? What?" And then like we looked. He was like getting closer. He just kissed me. But when I say he just kissed me, this man raped my mouth. That tongue was like, I don't know what the hell from the dinosaur era, but it was so big. All I felt was like his tongue. Now, how is this the video after donating to homeless people? How is this me describing how this man is just tornadoing in my mouth? Like, this is the type of shit that I'm telling you that you know. And then he was like, "Have you ever thought about being a girl?" Because he kept saying that I was very gentle for a man, and I was very like feminine, and I've told you guys this story before, but what is so crazy to me is that like I'm seeing the titles and I'm like, homeless people donating donations. Then I do how to give the best blowjob. That is literally one of my videos. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like it is titled "How to Give the Best Blowjob Ever." This is one of those things that I'm just like, back then you could really say anything, in the titles. Now, of course, you can't I could never put in a title, "How to Give the Best Blowjob." I can't do that. But I mean, oh my God, we're here. I guess we can watch a little bit of it, girl. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. I'm literally showing it with a freaking cucumber. Best area, and just like sexually look in his eyes and be like, "Daddy." No. And then what you want to do is you want to start massaging his penis through his pants. I can't. You see, this is what I mean. It is so funny, man. My mom would watch all these videos. It's so fun. Oh yeah, he's scratching. I was very I was just like doing whatever. I truly think, and it wasn't because I was like oh my God, you guys. Do you guys remember? No, I can't show. There's actual things I cannot even show you because I'm literally showing us. I can't. You see, this is too much, girl. This is too much. Okay, let's see which one I can actually show you because I just can't do. I can't. This is too much. I'm cracking up. You know what? The thing is, and I'll be honest, I feel like I feel, and I told my psychiatrist this today. I was like, I feel like I used to be so much more fun, and I used to be so much more wild, and I used to be like so much more like whatever. And I want to get back to that place. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get back to the place where I just don't care, right? So maybe I will, you guys. Who knows? Maybe Raunchy Sebastian will come back. Um, I also got into a fight with Nikocado Avocado 10 years ago because I called him a racist. Because his comments were, and I called it out. So, yeah. I have. What in the world? Okay, look at this one. Okay. This is. Hey guys, welcome to my Vegas vlog. So currently I am packing because your homeboy is gonna see